I'm a big fan of how movies are made, and I'm wondering sound effects wise. So like when you have to do a scene where he crawls up on the bed or he has like a pacifier in his mouth, do you have to do those effects in the booth?
Yes, that's an interesting question. That's one of the more, I mean this literally, you'd think that there might not be that many challenges in a movie like this, but that's one of the more challenging parts of this movie, is when Tom McGrath, the director, would say to me, I want you to, you know, make the sound of you with the binky in your mouth, or you know, let's delineate you climbing up on a bed versus you jumping off a bed. You're like,
that's cool.
As opposed to, you know, whatever the crazy specifics are. So yeah, that's a funny thing you said that, because sometimes we'll do like a half a day of just like grunting and moaning.
That's amazing. What do you do when you have for the pacifier? Do you
stick my finger in my mouth.
That's amazing.
It's crazy.
I also love the line that you have that you throw back to Glengarry Glen Ross. I mean, that to me was amazing. And I'm wondering, just like the memory of shooting that scene, and did that recall something for you? I mean, obviously it's a very famous line, the always be closing, the cookies are for closers. I'm wondering, you know, what that meant for you to do.
You know, I never have that much of a vivid memory of things that I shoot, because it goes by so quickly. Like if you do a play, you've got a vivid memory. Like when you watch a production of the play, you say, oh, I remember when I did that, because you do it so many times. And when you do a movie, we shot that scene in Glengarry over the course of like 2.5 days.
Wow. And
it was, because there was a lot of shots and a lot of photography. And I don't really remember, I just remember being scared to death because these were all actors I admired. And I had to be so mean and so rude to them. It was kind of a, it was not easy to be mean to Jack Lemmon and people that I love. But people bring that up to me all the time, that movie.
Now, I was dying laughing because one of the lines you say in the movie was fart poop duty.
Fart poop duty.
I mean, it just made me laugh.
I wanted that on the poster, but they disagreed with me. They didn't want that on there.
But you read all of these amazing scripts in your lifetime, and then you see that on a script. Does it make you? I mean, because to me that's funny. Does it make you laugh immediately?
My job is to make it work, no matter what the line is. You know, whether it's Glengarry Glen Ross, whether I'm doing a Pulitzer Prize-winning play, or I'm saying fart poop duty, I have a job to do. And I got to get it done.
And even when you do Trump on SNL, you said like pee-pee. You'll do it.
Yeah, the pee-pee tape. Yeah.
I'm blown away by the craft of acting, because I've been watching you for so long, and just 2 seconds ago you went right into that Trump impression, and to me it's amazing to me how actors find that. I'm curious how you found that, and is it really that easy for you to go into immediately like that? Well,
there's a question as to whether I really have found it, because I don't know sometimes if I how much I sound like him. But for me, the purpose of, you know, that 5-minute live sketch comedy on SNL, where you're in front of a live audience, and that really adds to the kind of decibel level and the boisterousness of it, and it's kind of all blown up to some degree. It's less about you sounding like him, although you want to have some approximation of that, or looking like him, and the wig takes care of that for the most part. It's like what you're kind of staking your claim as to who he is. So I have a kind of a certain set of rules, but as far as the sound and the prep, is I do sit in the makeup room when I get ready and try to push my face forward as much as I can. I try to get my mouth out here as much, keep left eyebrow up, right eyebrow down, and say, people, this is just the most fantastic person. And he does this sometimes, and of course, people call, I don't want to say what the people call it, they call it some vulgar term, where he's like, but I mean, I'm just doing the goofy version of it, but yeah. I have to really get my mouth lubricated, at least it'll be like, you know, to do it.